I'm sure it's no surprise to you that the Orlando airport is one of the busiest airports in the United States since it is home to Disney and Universal. And since we were just there in August 2023, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to do a video on what to expect at the Orlando airport. First suggestion is to download the Orlando Airport app. They have their own app that will help you navigate the airport, but they also have a very comprehensive website. So I suggest going on there as well. They even have guides like arrival guides and departure guides. We always arrive and depart from Terminal B, which is one of the older terminals. It's where United flies in and out of, and it is in desperate need of an update, especially considering it is one of the busiest airports in the world. So that is the only experience that I have. However, they do have a newer terminal. Terminal C. My daughter actually lives in Orlando and she's flown out of that one and she is always just amazed at the difference. So if you fly JetBlue, you may be in Terminal C. And actually, Terminal A and Terminal B are in the same building. They are just on opposite sides. So if you are arriving there, you have to take a shuttle over to the main terminal to get your luggage if you checked in a bag or pick up a rental car. You do have to navigate a little bit to find the shuttle, but just follow the signs, follow the crowds. Everyone is going in the same direction. And of course, there's restrooms and restaurants, refreshments if you need to stop along the way. And then it's a very short ride to the main terminal. And then depending on where you need to go, again, just follow the signs. We were picking up a rental car, so you have to go down to the ground floor to do that. A few tips about renting a car to avoid the mistakes that we've made at the Orlando airport in the past. So number one is book in advance. Again, this is a very busy airport. Many people rent cars because it's families traveling, so they can sell out of cars. Number two is know where the rental car company is located. One time we rented a car with a third-party website. I didn't think to look into the reservation, so when we got to the airport, we had to take a shuttle to another off-site location to get the car. And that can be a huge hassle if you are traveling with a larger family. You know, sometimes people use the off-site locations because they think they can get a better discount, but that's really not always the case. So the third tip is if you are a Costco member, for instance, like we are, we got a really great deal with our car this last time at Enterprise. Brings me to my last tip, which is make sure you stop at these kiosks or desks before going to the garage where the cars are located. Unless you have access to online check-in, I know some priority members through companies like Hertz have that, but last time I went directly into the garage. I did not stop at the desk and it caused a lot of confusion. Thankfully, I didn't have to go back all the way back, but I did have to turn the car around and it was a little bit of a nightmare. Once you are checked in, you walk across the walkway to the parking garage where all the rental cars are located. You find the company and just follow the signs. And then once inside, there's a representative for the company that will actually give you the key to the car. Now, depending on the time of year and the time of day, the wait times can be a little bit long for this. We got very lucky because we didn't have to wait at all. And the pickup process was so much easier. So they have self-service kiosks right at the desk. You don't even have to wait in lines. Travel tip I always give no matter where you're going, and that is try to pack just a carry-on. I know it might seem impossible, especially if you're staying for a longer period of time, but I'm telling you, it is possible. I've done it. In fact, I just did it this past trip to Orlando. We were staying for 6 days, and we did stay in a place that had a washer and dryer, so that really did help a lot. But I'm telling you, it saves so much time and headaches from having to pick up checked-in luggage. Now, if you did have to check in baggage, the area is also downstairs, the same place that you would go for the rental car, and you will see all of the carousels. And it can be a little bit of a wait sometimes. I would say sometimes 20, 30 minutes at least. If you're traveling with little kids, I'm sure most of you are, since you are going to the Orlando airport, make sure you get those strollers out. There is quite a bit of walking from the time you deplane to when you finally get to the rental car place and the baggage claim. One major tip for this airport is that once you get your rental car and you start driving, there is no service around the airport. At least there hasn't been the last few times that I've been there. So when you try to pull up your navigation to go to your resort or Airbnb or wherever you're going, it does not pull up. And all of a sudden you are freaking out because you have no idea where you're going. So the day before you leave, download the Orlando Google map offline. And if you don't know how to do that, It's very easy. I will put the instructions in the description below. Basically, you just search up the map and then there's an option to download it offline. Let's talk about departing from the Orlando airport because this is where it can get crazy. I have seen so many stories online where people are stuck in the security line for hours and almost miss their flights. In fact, when we landed in Orlando, the flight attendants even made an announcement saying that you should arrive to the airport much earlier than you think when you're departing because of the security lines. So I was shocked to hear that more people don't know about this hack at the Orlando airport. And in fact, I didn't find out about it until my second or third visit there. It's called MCO Reserve. And basically, you go online and you reserve a time where you come to the security line and you get to go in a special, much shorter security line. Now, the catch is that you can only book it a few days before your departure date, and it does book up very quickly because there's limited spots. So I will put all the details in the description, but basically, you just Google MCO Reserve line at Orlando and it will come up. Another tip is do not forget to factor in the time needed to drop off your rental car. As you are entering the airport, you will see a left-hand exit to drop off the rental car. Even though there's signs, I always seem to miss it, and then I have to go all the way around the airport again, so just keep an eye out for that. I do have a United Club in Terminal B. I did check it out. It's $59 a person, and we decided to forego it. Really didn't think it was worth it because we were not sure how long we were going to be there, and thankfully the delay was only around 45 minutes. These are all the tips that I have for the Orlando airport, but I know there are probably a ton more, especially from those of you who are Disney and Universal fanatics and have been there many, many times. Please share them in the comment section below. And I do respond to all comments and questions. And if you are new to our channel, 3 Days and Tres Noches, we bring you honest reviews, travel tips, and information about the destinations that we go to. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and we hope that you like this video and subscribe to our channel.